Hey everyone, and welcome to the club. Today I'll be showing you how to draw Oggy from Oggy and the Cockroaches. So we're going to be drawing the character in sort of a three-quarter position facing that way. So we're going to start with the left eye first, and we're going to draw a little curve for the slit of the eye. Starting from the outside, we're just going to curve in. From here, let's draw little brackets around those ends. So on the left side, we're just going to draw a curve around the end, and then on the right side, we'll do the same thing. So this is a winking expression. On the top, we want to draw the top of the eye, so we're going to do a little overlap on this bracket here. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up to the top and then curve down on the right side. So there's a little bit of overlap on either side. Now let's draw the bottom of the eye. So we're going to draw basically the opposite. Starting on the left side, leaving a little overlap, curve down, and then tuck this in underneath. Let's draw the right eye. So we're going to draw a little oval tucked in behind this side of the eye. Starting from the top here, we're going to curve up, come down, and then pull this in behind the front eye. Now let's draw the iris and pupil. So we draw a smaller oval tucked at the top here. So starting on the inside, curve around, come down, and then back up. In here we're going to draw the little pupil. So we're going to draw a little oval, and we're going to color that in black. From here, let's go ahead and draw in the nose. So the nose is basically an oval, but it's bent. It kind of looks like a bean. So just below the eyes, we're going to start on the left side here, and curve up to around there. On this side on the left, we're going to round it out. And at the top, we're going to round it up. We're going to go a little bit bigger. We're going to go and draw a big sort of curve around. We're going to connect those two ends with a curve along the bottom. So curving along the bottom, and just blend that into the outside. Okay, so we got the nose and the eyes. Let's go ahead and draw on the top of the head. So above the right eye, we're going to draw a curve going up to the top and then just down beside the left eye. So curving up, and then just down beside the left eye. We want to draw that little detail on the top of the head. So on this end, we're just going to angle in. Now we're going to follow that curve of the head all the way up to the top and then come down in the middle, in between the eyes. So curve up around the eye, and then come down in between the eyes like that. We're going to take that in and then curve out towards the side of the head. Let's color that area in black. From here, let's add the two antennas. So above the left eye, we're just going to draw a curve going out. Now we're going to pull that back in, but we're going to get a little bit wider as we get to the top of the head. And we're going to color that inside in black. Let's do that one more time on top of the right eye. Curving out, and then we're going to pull that back in so it gets wider, and we'll color that in black. Now if I go a little bit too fast for you, you can always pause the video, get caught up, and start up again. From this point, we're going to draw on the mouth. Now the mouth is really big. It curves all the way around the nose and to the back on the tip of the nose here. So we're going to start over towards the side of this little line here, draw a curve underneath the nose, so curving down and underneath the nose. Now this is going to curve back up and come back in towards the tip of the nose. So we're going to continue this line, go up, and then pull this right in to the tip of that nose. Let's go ahead and add some fangs. So on this side, I'm going to draw a V, and on the outside here, we're going to draw a V. Now let's draw in the inside part of the mouth. So from here, on the end of this line, we're going to step in towards the right and draw the bottom of the mouth. And we're going to curve down towards the bottom right there. Now this is where it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to have to pull this back up and then come back out towards the right as we get towards the top of the mouth. So curving up and then flaring it out towards the right. Let's add the tongue. So up here, we're going to draw a curve coming down and we're going to stop right about there. We're going to step up and draw the back side of the tongue, curving down. Now we want to show a little bit of the tonsil, so up here, draw a little curve in that little corner area. We'll color that in black. Okay, so we got the face area. Let's get into the back of the neck and the side on the left here. So from this point here, we want to curve up and around the cheek on the left side. So from this point, I'm going to curve up and out towards the left. We're going to round this out and come in towards the mouth. So we'll continue this back in. Now we're going to bring this down towards the shoulder, coming down to right about there. Now let's add some of those little whiskers on the side. So on the side of the cheek here, we're going to draw a little half circle up here, and then one above it aiming upwards. We'll add the little whiskers. So on the end here, I'm just going to curve up. Over here, we're going to curve up. On the side, on the right here, we're going to do a couple more whiskers, curving out. Okay, so we got the central part of the face. The next step, because the body's turned, I'm going to have the arm sort of overlapping the body. So let's draw that arm in first. So right to the right of that point in the shoulder, we're going to draw a curve coming around like that. We're going to bring this line all the way towards the wrist. So curving back towards the left to right about there. We're going to go right beside it, leaving a gap, and draw the same curve for the back of the arm going backwards like that. Now let's draw the cuff. We're going to draw a curve to connect those 2 points across like that. Now we're going to surround this by going up and just drawing the wrist area. Just a little oval like that. Let's draw on the hand. So he's got 3 fingers. We're going to start on the edge of the cuff here. We're going to curve up. We're going to round out the finger and then pull this back in. Let's draw the second finger in behind that finger. So up here, we're going to curve up again and then pull this right beside it. One final finger up here. Just going to curve all the way back in towards the wrist. Okay, so we got that. Let's draw in the back. So from this point of the neck, we're going to curve and round out the back. Just drawing a curve that comes right in towards that wrist line there. From this point, we want to continue this body in towards the leg. So what we're going to do is we're going to continue this line behind the arm and come up to right about there. Now this is where the back of the leg comes in. We're going to curve to the back of the leg. And we're going to round out the bottom of the foot. So we want to draw a curve along the bottom of the foot. Let's go to the front of the leg and we're going to draw a curve that goes just sort of in line with the back of the leg here. Starting up here, we're going to curve to the knee and we're going to curve this back down, leaving a gap at the bottom. We want to take that line and curve to the back of the leg just for that little separation line. Now for the toe, we're going to curve this back around and back in towards that foot, towards that ankle. So curving back in like that. Let's draw some toe separations. Draw a curve in 1, 2 to create 3 little toes. Before we get into the front of the body, I just want to add the tail before I forget. So there's a little, almost like a backwards S-shaped tail here. Starting in the back here, I'm going to curve around. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction, curving back. Now I want to take this line, round out the tip of the tail, so it's a big curve coming back, almost like a circle, and we're going to follow this line here on this side. So coming in, and then just kind of make it thinner as it gets towards the body there. Okay, so we got the tail. Let's get into the rest of the body. So we're going to go back to the front of the face. We're going to follow the side of the mouth around like this. Okay, so just the curve coming around. We want to draw on the belly. So the belly is going to come around this way, kind of almost meet up with that point there, but behind the leg. Starting up here, we're going to go out with the belly, round it out, and then come in right towards that kneecap. Let's draw the little belly patch here. So it's like an oval tucked into the side of the body here. Starting over here on the right, we curve around and pull this back underneath the body. We're going to give that little swirly belly button. It's almost like a 6. So up here, we're just going to swirl around, come around like that. Let's draw the back foot here. We're basically going to take this and just duplicate it in the back here. And it's going to be a little bit higher than the front foot. So starting with the heel line first, curving down. We're going to draw the curve for the bottom of the foot. Now we can bring this back in, but I'm going to draw the front of the leg first. So right here, just going to draw that same curve, just like we did on the left side. Round up the ankle. Now we're going to bring this foot back, curve right into that ankle line. We'll draw those 2 curves to separate the toes. Underneath here, underneath the mouth, I just want to draw a little curve for the bottom lip. Just draw a little curve like that. The final thing, we're going to draw a hand coming up. He's going to be doing this. So let's start with the arm first. So we're just going to locate the arm right about here. Draw 1 curve going up. And we'll do the same thing right below it. We want to try to make sure that the arm thickness is similar to the one on the left here. Let's draw the cuff. So we want to draw a little, almost like a C shape that kind of connects those 2 lines. It goes across like that. We're going to connect those 2 points with a flatter curve that goes across. Now for the thumb. This gets tricky. So this part here, we want to break up into 2 parts. From this point, I'm going to curve up and in. Now for the thumb, it goes back. And I'm going to round out the thumb, curving back, and then bring it back in like that. So there's a little gap there. Let's go to the bottom of the hand. Now we're going to layer in some of the fingers. So from this point of the wrist, I'm going to curve out, and then just swirl it around like that. I'm going to draw another finger in behind. So right up here, draw another curve going around. It's almost like an oval tucked in. We'll do it one more time for the index finger. Now for the back of the hand here, so just the edge of the hand here, we're going to step up from the thumb, curve right into the tip of that finger. We'll draw a little bracket here just to finish off the palm. And that's pretty much it. There we have it. There's Oggy from Oggy and the Cockroaches. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.